Today we are meeting for the press briefing. We had the situation in last 24 hours for this state has been quite normal. Yesterday we have conducted 247 tests which have all been found negative. So as of now we have already conducted 4,451 tests, and except the 2 positive cases, you know, everything is negative. So the tests that we are conducting as of now is one of the highest in India. The all India average has been till yesterday 422 cases per million, and today it was 470 cases per million in India. Against that, till yesterday we have about 1,051 cases per million. 1,051. We have about 40 lakh, 4 million cases. So 1,050 cases. And today if we take it's 1,100 plus.
In a million?
In a million means 10 lakh. 10 lakh जब तो एवरेज করে বাইর করা হয় ভারতে 470 আছে আমরা 1000 এর বেশি আছে. So that means we are doing quite large number of tests, and fortunately and thanks to the good response from all people from Tripura, we are all having negative. So now we are looking forward to the how things will unfold from the 3rd May. Today, Honorable PM had meeting with the all CMs also. So he had also shared with his vision, where he had said primarily, because CM will give that though we have been doing very well now, but threat is not over yet. We have more pains to come. Things are not yet controlled. So we have to maintain few social things. Social distancing is one, having the mask is another, and we have to behave very prudently and very responsibly if we really want to contain this epidemic. You know, you already know we are corona free. That means last 14 days there have been no cases. Most likely when 3rd the order comes, it will come in 3 zones: red, orange and green. The details we are waiting, but we are expecting that we would be in green. Maybe 2 districts would be might be in the orange zone, but we hope to cross, because the definition of orange is 14 days, nothing comes, it's orange. And 28 does not come, it's a green. So that by and large is the situation. Then we have lot of people who are stranded outside Tripura. There was discussions. As of now, Government of India has told us that with the mutual consent of the states, they can come. We are positive on that. People are contacting us. We are requesting the local administration of the other states to let our people come. Yesterday, I think about 167 persons have already come. So we are now taking the proper protocol. We are identifying them, asking them to go for home quarantine, testing for the symptoms, and by today we would be bringing out the protocol for them. By and large, what we have thought over, we will come with that those who are coming from the hotspots or red zone, they would be tested and kept for 1 day in the north itself. But right now up to 3rd, they will be coming from Churaibari itself, because rail and flight is not there. So they will be kept for 1 day in north itself. The test will be done. If they are found negative, with the stamp marking for 14 days, they will be sent for home quarantine. Those who are coming from non-hotspots, they will be tested for the symptoms. All the symptomatic cases will be sent for the test, and some randomly selected non-symptomatic case will also be tested. So such cases will be followed. We will be coming out with the protocol today evening or tomorrow. by and large, this is for today. Now, if anything you have.
Whether the protocol was followed.
Okay, slowly we have to get back to our economic activity. Things have to turn to normal if we want to live the way we want. Corona is not the only worry for life. So, slowly things are now coming. PM has also said, well, सबसे पहले कि जान है तो जहान है, फिर जान भी है, जहान भी है. So now we are in West, there has been no case till date. So it's a by and large in green zone. The detail will come. So normal activity should pick up. Shops will be open. The instruction is कि market complex से shopping mall छोड़ करके बाकी चीजें खुल जाएंगी. Social distancing का norm is a mandatory in the sense the government has said it must be followed. Mask must be worn by everybody. Look, now the stage has come where the society has to take over. Societies, leaders, thought leaders, societies, everybody has to come together to fight this. Initial phase when the shock was there, we were not prepared, things were not known, administration has come and enforced, at times using the danda also. This cannot continue with the larger scale. Now, we would be now working out a mechanism to requesting all the merchant associations, village bodies, NGOs to come front, come forward, please enforce these norms among themselves. If you find that some persons, they are defying you or challenging you, then we are there to enforce them. But now is the time come where society should, groups should, associations should take over and take it forward that they maintain the social distancing and do not let the progress estimate. The way country has moved, Tripura is very fortunate not to have. The way country has moved is also very good. Some statistics which were shared by and large was that before lockdown was enforced, our rates were doubling in 3.5 days. In the first week, it went to about 5.1 or something. Last week, it was 9.2 days.
Repeat me.
Before the lockdown started, it was 3.5 days, the doubling rate of infection. Because the curve is exponential. If you have seen this, the virus expands exponentially. So there, it's a doubling is very important. The time within which it doubles is very important. So before enforcement, it was 3.5 days. First week, it went to about 5.1. Previous week, it was 9 plus or 10 days. They are expecting that by 3rd when it's over, it will be 15 days. Okay. But even 15 days, it will double. Some data which was shared at all over India level that before the lockdown started, where countries we were at par, because they did not enforce the lockdown, their cases have zoomed up much larger than ours. So we have been able to contain because of responsible behavior of our citizens, measures taken. Now that economic act, but at the cost of almost shutting down the economic activities. But if we have to move forward, we have to have economic activity and contain this. And that requires a restraint from everybody. Enforcement coercion should come only where there is somebody who is recalcitrant, who does not listen to the voice of reasoning by his peers and country. That's the request that should come. The appeal should come.
What was the statement of our Chief Minister while talking to the Prime Minister? This is one.
That I think you should ask the Chief Minister. What is his statement?
So we have seen that some construction works has begun, but there is acute shortage of items like metals like cement and other iron and everything. So what measures will government take?
Two things. One, the cement, iron shop, etc. have been permitted to be opened. So that order is already come. Now, if they also don't have the stock, they have to contact their wholesaler in other part of the country, and we are willing to facilitate with them for the transport for us. So if their wholesaler in other state is willing to sell them, whatever truck he wants to dispatch, we will make sure that those trucks get the passage and then come.
But there is some students from India to Tripura, Bangladesh. They are medical students. So Bangladesh government has already declared lockdown till September. So can you put some thought of it?
They are Bangladeshi students.
No, they are the Tripura students.
Tripura students
They
are
studying
studying in
Dhaka.
Dhaka and different medical hospital, medical
College.
college.
They are students.
And the Bangladesh has extended this lockdown till
It's
September.
They want to come to Tripura.
Yeah.
They are all students of Tripura.
Agree, but they are interested in coming to Tripura.
Yeah.
Whether have you any information regarding the Bangladesh government's position in this? Whether was there any communication from Bangladesh side to bring back our students from Dhaka or Chittagong?
I have to check. We have to put it up to our embassy in Dhaka. They will be in touch with the local government there, and they will facilitate.
Have you received any communication from the Deputy High Commissioner?
Actually, what has happened is, till now, government of India has not taken any decision to bring our own citizens from other countries. So we are waiting for that decision to come up. Bangladesh would be just part of it. Right now, the interstate movement has been permitted with a mutual consent. Watching this, how things unfold, government of India will come up for our citizens stranded in other countries. So the moment that guideline comes, accordingly.
So regarding the lockdown, in Agartala city, we are seeing observing lot of vehicles, lot of scooters, lot of people have to come out from their houses. Shops are open. Everything is quite normal.